Just so you know, I was at a movie, so I'm here a little later than normal. And the reason why, I figured, well, I always watch movies on Friday if I can, or concerts or whatever. Which actually reminds me, next week on the 20th, I will be at Sepultura and Obituary concerts. So I will definitely may or may not be on that night because depending on what time I get home, or I might be on really super late. So it depends on how that goes. Also, with the all the stuff going on with the movies and things like that I was talking about, like Star Wars and Beetlejuice, I thought, why not the Killer's Game, which is actually the movie I saw tonight. It was really good. It was really awesome. I loved it quite a bit, especially when the two people were really deeply in love and stuff like that. And the woman kind of understood eventually when she found out that he was a hitman, that she still loved him no matter what. And she goes, "But you're retiring, right?" You know. But anyway, it's kind of cool. So we'll kind of get into a list of songs that may or may not be related to it because the fact that um, I tried looking on it, may get an idea of some music that might be related um, on on Gemini, just because I thought it might be helpful. And since it's such a new movie, it doesn't have a whole lot of information about the movie, so it can't really help me that much. So I had to kind of guide it on what the topic was. But while I'm thinking about it, speaking of movies, sorry, I have a shirt from Brand of Sacrifice about Darth Vader and his, I say, person he's fighting is the alien, which actually I did see Romulus not too long ago, and that was really good too. So check it out. And the Killer's Game, yeah, really good. It's about where he apparently was it. Well, of course, he's a hitman, and he finds out that he's got a certain amount of days to live, and he does certain things. And well, I'm not gonna get into all that. It's already on the previews anyway, so it's not like it's spoiling anything for the movie. So I figured I'd just share that much with you. But you'll get the gist of it when you actually go watch it. It's pretty cool. And also later on, I'm going to be watching Transformers One and some other ones. Oh, the new Joker movie coming out, and that's going to be on somebody's. Well, not right on her birthday, but pretty darn close. Actually, I'm going to see it the day before her birthday, which is kind of cool. But like I said, I'm not mentioning names. But anyway, if she ever does watch, she probably does. Maybe, I don't know. She might will definitely know that for sure. Who I'm talking about. Anyway, I want to say thanks for all the likes and subscribes. Blah blah. I can't even talk tonight. And thank you for joining, and all the comments and stuff. The good ones and are not certain topics. We're talking about metal, not other things. Okay. Oh, um, I'm trying to think if I had the right list here because I kind of changed it a little bit. Anyway, Converge, I think. Converge from Jane Doe. A chaotic, intense choice that reflects the film's dark and violent themes is number 20. Number 19 is, I have no idea. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Perify, I think. Periphery. As I guess the group. The Make It Stop is the song. A fast paced, energetic choice that reflects the film's intense moments. And see here, Tesseract. No, Nocture, I think is how you say that. A haunting atmospheric choice that reflects the film's eerie settings. I don't know if these are these really metal bands. Well, not metal bands, but metal songs. Who knows? Now this one I definitely know is Gojira. That's pretty. Levant Savage, I think is how you say it. A connection with nature and primal sense of justice. So I don't know that some of these may not be quite related to the movie because I was trying to kind of give an idea what the movie is about, so I'd find something close. Because I mean, I know songs, but I don't know every single song, so it does help to have some help on that. Number 16 is Mastodon, the Czar. Interesting. A unique and unconventional choice that reflects the film's dark and atmospheric themes. I don't know if it really knows the actual movie that well, like I said, so that doesn't probably relate because it's kind of dark in certain spots with the thing, but it's kind of interesting. Um, Number 15 is Tool's Lazarus, which, that, yeah, Lazarus, a complex and thought provoking choice that reflects the film's complex themes. If you'd like to say something, you can. It's up to you, whoever's watching. I appreciate it. And anybody else that might be watching later on, afterwards, like Amber and other people that are on the channel. I appreciate you guys. Thanks so much. I haven't heard from her in a while, so I'm kind of worried about her. I'm hoping she's okay. I mean, I know that she said she'd always be my fan regardless, so I do appreciate that. And, even for certain other things, which I appreciate too. So, and anybody else out there, I do appreciate you guys too, because you guys are awesome. I might not remember everybody's name. She was like one of the first people that really kind of, you know, became a member of my channel, and I do appreciate that, and all the other people too that are on here. I got 222 people now, so it's great. And if you are not subscribed, please do so, because guess what? You're adding to that, and hopefully, I'm hoping once I get 1,000 people, then I can say, okay, now I've got 1,000 people that would like to talk to, or I should say, maybe even get to know the people of the bands that we all love and enjoy. And I think they would enjoy that, because I think it'd be kind of an interesting way of, getting to know each other. Plus, me a little talking about some of the maybe upcoming works that they might be working on. Who knows? At the same time, when it might kind of, be part of the discussion in kind of in disguise of everything else. Who knows? We'll see. That would be kind of cool. I would like that a lot. See here. Let's see. Okay, number 13 is, sorry, King Diamond, the Puppet Master, a fitting choice for the character like the Killer, who is who often manipulates others. See, that's exactly why I said this list does not relate to the movie as much as I had hoped. Number 12 is Cradle of Filth, Dusk and Embrace, a theatrical gothic choice that reflects the film's dark and mysterious atmosphere. It's not dark and mysterious. It's a good movie though, but it's kind of cool. But we're gonna keep going with this. Number 11, In Flames, The Quiet Place, a haunting and atmospheric song that captures the film's eerie settings. It's not eerie. If I could get it down to a letter about what I should have done is I should have taken the actual description of the movie from like the website or something and told it what the movie is about, so it can say, "Oh, I know what the movie is." But that's okay, because I just put in a few little things like it's a hitman, it's this, it's that, and it was also saying game. It's not a game; it's a movie. Um, because I was thinking the Hitman, the video game itself, but it's a killer's game, is what it's called. But anyway, Mahagan, Masaga, I can't say it, but anyway, I think I know. You probably know what I'm talking about. Bleed is the name of the song. The complex and challenging nature of this song reflects the film's complex themes. I don't know if that's right either. God, this is pretty bad. I'm sorry, guys. I really am. No, number 9 is Boris Ackerman. The experimental, unconventional nature of the songs aligns with the film's unique style. Interesting. Napalm Death, which actually I know they got some good stuff. Number is number 7. You Suffer. The chaotic, aggressive nature of the song aligns with the film's chaotic energy. Well, that kind of plays into that a little bit. I think it's kind of chaotic, especially with the fight scenes. It's pretty cool, actually. I missed probably one of the better scenes because I have this app that's supposed to tell you when the best times to go to, you know, take a break without missing the most important facts of the movie, which I think I didn't miss the facts. I just missed the fight scene, which is kind of a bummer. So the green one was probably not a good recommendation. I think she should have changed it maybe just a tad bit sooner, possibly. It was they have different people that actually watch the movie and figure out what times are best in the movie, and then they actually say, okay, this is the line in the movie that you want to look for, and it kind of alerts you of the actual spot. So if you need to do things, you can do that. It's called Run P. Go figure. Which I did, and I hurt myself, which it's not highly recommended. Slowly walk or swiftly walk, which yeah, I hurt my arm that time at um, what was it? Hellboy 2 or 3. One of the yes, I think it's 3. Yeah, I basically my whole arm couldn't move. I was incapacitated for like 15 weeks. But I got to spend time with my son, which is great, which I loved. Yeah, so it's crazy, great. So in a way, I yeah hurt myself, but I also got some time with my kids. So that's all the more reason why it was a good time. Number 16 is Cannibal Corpse. The Hammer Smashed Face, a darkly comic choice that reflects the film's over the top violence. Ooh, actually, I like that. Be interesting. Well, because it is pretty violent and it's pretty cool. Got a lot of action. Yeah. Some of the characters were a little bit over the top. It kind of reminds you of like Kill Bill type style, I think, almost, but a little bit, tad bit more serious in a way, but they have characters kind of like, you see like in what is his name? Austin Powers. They got these really over the top kind of characters that have a theme to their killing, so to speak. Some of them are a little more elaborate than others. It's definitely different. Like Boy Kills World or something like that, I think is what the name of the movie was. That was out just recently. I forgot what it was about. But anyway, Anaheim, whatever. Number 5 is A Dying Breed. You know what I'm saying? It's metalogic metal. We'll just call it metal song that reflects the film's exploration of mortality. A you know what? That's what I could have added. I could have added that he had so many days to live and stuff, and that would have helped out with the description and maybe got a better list. Number 4 is A Dying Bride, the Dreadful Hours. Interesting. I don't think I've heard either the song or the band, actually. A haunting atmospheric song that captures the film's eerie atmosphere. Like I said, it's not perfect because it didn't have that information. Um, you think a Hitman, it wouldn't be eerie. I mean, a horror flick, yeah, definitely eerie. Um, Number 3 is Paradise Lost. 1 second is what it's called, and its introspective nature of songs reflects the film's exploration of mortality. Interesting. Um, Number 2 is Katana, I think is how you say it. Last Farewells is the actual song. A metal tone in the song captures the film's exploration of death and loss. That's interesting. I did that actually probably would play into that, especially with his misdiagnosis in the film. I guess that's the whole point of at least getting that much information out about the movie, so you kind of know what the gist of the movie is. It's not just about a killer's game. If you had to read a description, I think I might watch that. It might be fun. Oh, and it's pretty funny in certain spots. It's kind of hilarious. So check it out. Like I said, OTEP is number 1. Blackwater Park is the name of the song, a haunting atmosphere choice and reflects the film's eerie settings. See, like I said, it's talking about eerie settings. You know what? Before I forget, see if I can. Oops, sorry. Give me 1 second. If I can hold this up with my phone. Yeah, probably not. This is the other shirt I got. If I can get it to. This is fun. Ooh. Well, maybe I can't. There it goes. There it goes. There you go. That is also one of their other shirts, which is pretty awesome, actually. I liked it a lot. It was their album cover. And let's see what's the name of the. Hold on 1 sec here. Between Death and Dreams is the name of the album. So if you've never seen the Brand of Sacrifice or some of the other bands that I've talked about, check them out. It's pretty cool. And some of the ones on the list and the other ones that were here before. Because, even if I don't add the list, go check them out. Because you never know. You might actually like some of the songs. And there's some that I have not yet checked out myself. I will be honest with you. But I mean, if I do, I will definitely check out because I have the whole list saved, hopefully, and I can check them out later on. It'd be nice if I had a way of actually importing my list into my playlist so that way I wouldn't have to type them all in because it's kind of tedious doing all that because I've done it a few times. I might try to do that with some of the other ones like Beetlejuice and Star Wars and stuff, which actually reminds me, I thought there, oh, I know, Captain America is coming out, which is going to be Hawk playing Iron Man because the original Iron Man is gone because of Thanos, which actually would be kind of cool to watch. And it looks like at the very tail end of it that the Red Hulk is appearing in this film. I don't know what the difference is because I think I stopped. Well, I didn't stop reading comics. It just got really expensive. Well, to me it was. I thought, I've got other things I got to spend my money on, unfortunately, which I don't really want to do, but I did have to do. And I thought, I'll just kind of back off on that, even though that, and they were getting pretty pricey. They were like probably $4 or $5 on some of them, depending on which one it is. I used to get them for $1, when back in the day when I was growing up. So it's totally different now than what it was back then. So, yeah, it's surprising. There's not as many people in here. I think it's just not as late as it was. That's probably what it is. They're all waiting to get on here at 12 o'clock. I think maybe they're bored. I don't know. Maybe they say, "Oh, let's go check out this live channel." Well, they're channel surfing, like for live channels that are people talking or doing things or whatever else is out there that's live right now. It's kind of crazy, and they kind of discover the channel. I don't know. That's a good question. Do they do it because they're out of boredom, or is it because they're actually wanting to know about metal music? It's hard to say. But I still like this shirt. This is really cool. I mean, the artist that did Darth Vader was phenomenal. It makes me not want to wash it at all, because I don't want it to fade. It's so beautiful. And then there's also the tie dye, which makes it even better. Because I mean, I got a bunch of black T-shirts, but this is kind of cool. It's kind of like a grayish blue tie dye and stuff. It wasn't terribly expensive. Just like Slipknot's, actually, they got a 25 anniversary edition, special edition T-shirts. But each city that they've gone to, they've had a special design, I think, poster for the actual venue for the city, along with a specially designed T-shirt that matches that poster that they have. So they printed on both. They basically had. I'm assuming they have different artists do it because there's quite a bit difference in variety of the actual artwork, which I think is kind of cool. Actually, I'm kind of wondering, and I bet you anything, they probably had the artists that were local that maybe had some unique style that they liked to do the shirts for them and design something special just for Slipknot, which actually would be kind of cool because doing the local artist there makes things even better. And I do use sometimes AI with stuff along with my artwork, but I also try to do my artwork. And sometimes I mix the two together. It's kind of cool. So who knows? Anyway, so if you get a chance, check those out too. And also, I got my own regular personal channel. I don't know what I would talk about on there. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep going with that one. Um, because I know there's a lot of issues in the world, a lot of things that may get off my chest. May like a YouTube journal of me. Who knows? Because there's a lot of things that I think, okay, might be interesting to talk about. I don't know. Usually, they always say when you do a YouTube channel, you want something very specific, a niche or whatever. Which this is what right now I'm doing lists for this, but I am going to do my best, and I'm hoping that we can get to that point because once I get to 1,000, I'm gonna start pushing band members to see if I can get those I'm going to talk to you kind of things. If I have to call the venues myself while they're at a concert someplace else to do it and say, hey, I'd like to talk to so and so. This is the voice of metal, blah, blah, blah. Would they be interested in doing an interview? Something like that. I might have to do that. Be a little pushy, to get things going. And eventually, once I got that person, maybe I can get a hold of some other people. It would be kind of cool. I don't know. Depends on how you do it. There might be agents that I might have to go through to do it. I don't know. I'll have to find out. I'm planning on it. I'm hoping. So thanks for watching. Take care. Don't forget to headbang, like, and subscribe. And if we don't have interviews, even having you guys talking on here about your favorite music is awesome. I thought actually it'd be kind of cool is to do maybe when I'm at the concert to do a few little interviews with people. Why is it they like Sepultura? What is it about Sepultura you enjoy? Tell, and maybe if you want to say something, maybe they'll see it on the channel and they'll go, "Oh, there's one of my fans. This is what they liked, what they didn't like. Why not, right?" So, like I said, the voice of metal is really should be voices of metal. It should be more about everybody in metal, people who enjoy metal, people who help produce metal, people that do all the stage hands, props, grips, whatever they call it. Sound people, those kind of sound check people are definitely very important. People who make sure the guitars are in tune and all this other stuff. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes, especially for the bigger bands, because they got a lot more that can go wrong. And they want to make sure everything's perfect, especially when you pay such high prices for tickets. Which reminds me also, there's a lot of people out there that are talking about Live Nation and Ticketmaster really kind of being overly high on that. And I know there's been some and maybe possibly investigations on that I've heard about, but I'm not sure where they're at on that or if there's anything going on. It's something to do with the Federal Trade Commission, I believe, and or the artists themselves because of that. Just like the record industry, I think the bigger record industry really holds back some of the small bands because most people don't know who they are. And if I can get those small bands out there, like Raven Black and King 810 and um, some of the bands we saw with Brand of Sacrifice. Brand of Sacrifice is a pretty good sized band. They're not well. I don't think they're super well known, but they're well known enough. Like Veil of Amaya, um, Falling in Reverse is I think a little bit bigger band though. I'm trying to think of some of the ones. Oh, Tides or Technocracy. That's a gentleman that lives in Colorado Springs. Um, what's the other band? I'm trying to think. I just heard her song not too. At the Crossroads. I know the song's name. I just can't think of the name of the band. It's a Denver band. I know that. And there was some opening band that I wanted to know their name, so that way I can tell people about them because they're a local band here in Colorado. But I didn't catch their name, and I couldn't understand what the guy was saying. He was doing the real grunty sound type thing, like he's singing, to get people's attention. But thing is, it doesn't help if people don't know who you are. So at least talk, clearly at the beginning to introduce your band, and then if you want to do something growling afterwards, say the band's name, blah blah blah. Kind of like the Who, they did the same thing. They were saying Dumba. It was really cool. It was awesome. But anyway, I'll let you guys go. Take care. Have a good day. Thanks for watching, and thanks for watching the whoever the viewer is that's watching. I appreciate it. If it's a certain individual, I appreciate that even more. Because, well, depends on who it is. Both of you I miss very deeply. So that's all I can say. So thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll have a bunch of views on this video. I've even seen an increase in actual views of the all the videos so far, which is great. I think some of the thumbnails do help with that, which I gotta stay on top of. See, that's why I need help with that. So I have somebody else that does that stuff for me but I gotta get somewhere in order to do that, right? So anyway, thanks for watching. Take care. Have a good night. Don't forget to headbang, like, and subscribe those buttons, and don't forget to go to your local concerts, including the small bands. If you don't know who they are, check them out. Check out their music. That's all I can say. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.